Good evening. I'm about to show you how to win a game of Apex Legends. As we start off, the Apex games take place in a small map called Kings Canyon, where legends are made. We are introduced to Apex Legends. They introduced to Bangalore, a professional soldier, and then comes Bloodhound, the technological tracker, and then comes Caustic, the toxic trapper. Comes Crypto, the surveillance expert. And then comes Jibby, the shielded expert. And then Horizon, the gravitational manipulator. And then Lifeline, the combat medic. And the high society thief, Loba. And then the bamboozler himself, the holographic trickster, Mirage. The adrenaline junkie himself, Octavio Silva, better known as Octane. The kind of out of them all, the kind one out of them all, the forward scout, Pathfinder, and the quick-witted moderate Rampart, the synthetic nightmare himself, Revenant, and the static defender, Watson, and then the interdimensional skirmisher, Wraith. To complete the game, you must level up in ranks. I will be showing you in order from which legend I said go first. So first off, we have Bangalore, then Bloodhound, then Caustic, and then Crypto, Gibraltar, Horizon, Lifeline, Loba, Mirage, Octane, Pathfinder, Rampart, uh, Revenant, and Wraith. Those are legends in order when I describe them. And about the weapons I recommend to use is the R301 and the Hemlock Burst Assault Rifle. But the map and knowing how to play is key, and position can decide if you can get a win. The map is known as where legends are born, and reputation is key. The Apex games, now known as Kings Canyon. On the image below here, you see Kings Canyon, where legends are made and failures die. you you don't want to drop hotspots like such as Skulltown, Artillery, Wetlands, Hydro, and Repulsor. Those are hotspots where most players in the game will drop. During dropping from their ship and knowing what is key, deciding to let your enemies go out to let you win. And then uh, also the key to victory is position. Position is key. Whether you have good positioning from high ground to low ground, high ground is always key. In the bottom link, I posted YouTube videos of my own clips that I uploaded from that certain game. My Screencastify wasn't working, so I had to do a recording of this message. But, like I said, position is key. Everything is able to work in the Apex games. And, who knows? Like a one wise man once said, it's either they beat you and you're better, or they beat you and they're better. Like every legend is capable to becoming an apex predator. I'll give you a background of each tactical uses, because they have a passive, receiving, and an ultimate ability. Rampart passive ability is when she gets shot at, she sees she her run increases, and then her ultimate is a bomb strike. And then Bloodhound is able to see their enemy's footsteps for the last 2 minutes of the games, And then he has a scan available to reach a 360-degree angle to see enemies nearby. And then his ultimate, the Beast of Hunt, is able to see footsteps, and then scan is reduced, and then you've been able to see. And then Caustic has gas barrels known as Nox gas. He is able to throw down his own barrel to trap enemies, and then he is immune to his own gas. From players in the game as him, he's able to control the gas. He's not able to get down or die. Crypto. His surveillance drone allows him to spot enemies from a good 90 meters away. And then his passive is able to throw out his drum. And then and revive his teammates throughout what we call beacons, where you respawn in the game. And then Gibraltar has an armed shield that is his passive. And then his ultimate is the Bombaric Airstrike. Horizon has an ability to levitate herself higher up in the levels and has a black hole portal that she uses to suck up enemies. And then Lifeline is able to excuse me, I have allergies. Is able to deploy a medic to help her teammates survive. And then she is able to drop a care package to with gear such as health, shields, and loot. Loba, her passive is able to throw a bracelet, and she's able to see epic and legendary tier loot. And then her ultimate, the um, the black market boutique, is able to get any weapon or object in a radius, and she's able to get them without actually having to go and find it. And Mirage is able to send out clones of himself, and then once he revives his teammates, he's able to turn invisible. And then his ultimate is to make copies of himself, multiple copies, so his enemy is confused on which one's which. Octane is able to inject himself with what we call stim, and he has his running ability twice manipulated, so he runs twice as fast. And then his passive, he regenerates health throughout time. And then his ultimate is a jump pad that's able to send you across a map in no time. Pathfinder, his ability is to scan what we call survey beacons. And then they show you the next ring location where the next circle is about to go down. It's kind of like Fortnite, where they call it the storm if you play that. But his passive ability is the grapple, which allows him to grapple onto any nearby objects and let him swing around. His ultimate is the zipline, which allows him to grab a zipline from a certain end and shoot it and make it into another end. And him and his teammates and enemies are able to use that. Rampart is able to put down barricades with amplified bullets once they go through it. So once they go through it, the bullets amplify, like it's firing bullets. Her passive is that she can reload LMGs faster. And her ultimate, she can place down her weapon, known as a turret, which she calls Sheila, down and attack enemies. Revenant is able to climb high objects. And then he's able to shoot these little orbs. I'm sorry, I was trying to find a word to say it. Orbs out of his arm, and then it cancels everyone's abilities. Not him or his teammates, but cancels everyone's ability. And then his ultimate is the Death Totem, which allows him to place down a totem and give him partially immunity against every bullet, but he will still take health damage. And then Wraith is able to phase around the portals, is able to get out of situations quickly, is what I meant to say. So that, and then she has her passive is voices in her head, which means that she is able to hear when an enemy team is coming, and she is alerted. And then yeah, and then her ultimate is the portal, which allows her to put a portal in and travel her teammates a certain distance. Those are legends. In order from positioning, I recommend to use the R301 and Hemlock Burst Assault Rifle. Dropping in an area is key. Making a good team is key. This is what kids love about these days. It takes teamwork. If you don't have teamwork and a good team, you're not going to win. If you have a great team, it's most certainly that you're going to win. All you need is life and dedication that you're going to win, and great positioning. If you have great teammates and everything, and yeah, you're going to win. And Coach Surf, if you're listening right now, you will know that Joseph Robles, the 220 pounder for wrestling, plays with me. So not in a weird way. We play this game called Apex Legends, but yes, key and positioning is the way to win. I'm sorry if I sounded like really off, but it's because the Screencastify is not working. So thank you. This is Darren Cisneros signing off. And thank you for the opportunity to let me turn this in.